And I had promised in our promo that we were going to talk about the fuel prices and
Right.
how, what we can do this government can do to bring down the price and make it more affordable.
Free advice.
Because it's really killing us, you know. And so I did some quick research, Philip, and I would want the technicians to put up that slide that will contain the breakdown
Okay.
of how we arrive at the fuel prices, the pump prices, and you will notice that the first thing is the landed price, which
Right.
is how much our importer pays to whosoever they buy it
Purchase
from.
it from.
You know, it's $5.26
At present.
present. That's the last shipment that came in. $5.26 per gallon.
In which currency?
Belize currency,
Okay.
$5.26. Imagine it did at 12, you know. So you have to ask yourself, 12, 11. You have to ask yourself how we reach from $5.26 to 12, 11. And
Right.
that's what we're going to go through here. When you now include your port costs, you know, unloading the fuel and stuff. When you talk about Puma handling costs, they have the depot where the fuel is stored, and then there's what they call an environmental common fund that you pay 1 cent per gallon into that environmental funds. That brings it to $5.42. $5, call it 43 cents when you round it off.
This is with all of that included.
Yes, all of that included the port offloading costs, the Puma handling costs, and the environmental fund tax, that the 1 cent that is paid on every gallon that comes in. When you move from there, you go to wholesalers and retailers. The wholesaler, of course, being Puma, and the retailer being every gas station across this country that sells gasoline, diesel, kerosene, whatever it is. Their take is $1.41. $1.45. That's what the wholesaler and the retailer gets. Now, here how that breaks down, because this is important to understand what we can do to fix it. This breaks down 41 cents per gallon, and all of these figures I'm giving is per gallon. 41 cents, which is fixed. You get the wholesaler Puma gets 41 cents for every gallon that it brings into the country. And this 41 cents doesn't fluctuate with the price. It's 41 cents.
Flat. It's a flat.
It's a flat fee.
Fixed.
Compared, of course, to the retailers, it's different. The gas stations don't get a flat amount. They get a percentage, and in the case of in the case of premium, that percentage is 10.75%. So when the acquisition cost goes up, 10.5% of a higher number is a higher take for the gas stations. So gas stations are on a percentage rate, and so when the price of fuel go up, then get more. Now, gas stations will argue to you that when the price go up, our financing charges go up too, because we have to run overdraft for pay more for we bulk of fuel where we get. That's a legitimate argument. How much they should get back in return, and should it be 10.75% on every margin that as it goes up? That's something we can discuss. But one way of holding the price down is to set a ceiling. Is to set a ceiling for the gas stations and say, man, if the price go way up past this, you can't get more than. Right now they are taking home $1.04. The gas stations take home $1.04. Call it 5 cents when you round off per gallon. That's what they get. There was a time when there was a flat. There was a time when there was a flat rate, a flat amount, and that was, I think, $1. So it's about 4 cents or 5 cents above what that flat used to be. And we can argue whether we want to bring it back to the dollar and close it off at that. When you're finished with that now, you have $3.79 divided up between And another environmental tax. This is now the real environmental tax, which is 1%, I think. But I'll come to that. But between the environmental tax and excise taxes, excise duties, they pay $3.79.
This is
So,
the government.
yes, this goes to government. $3.79 on environmental tax and excise duties. So all of this comes up to, it don't reach $10.76. When you're adding everything where they add, the 542, which includes port cost plus the CIF cost, the wholesalers getting 145, and then the tax of $3.79, that brings it already to $10.76. This is without GST. That's the only other cost. Now GST is not a flat tax. GST is 12.5% on whatever you bring in. Now, when you add in GST accounts in this shipment for another $1.34. For another $1.34 per gallon. The current price is $12.11.
I might not understand all of their numbers thing, but it sounds like we get tax.
They get the tax the hell out of it. When you hear that the landed price is $5.26, and when it reached the pump to you, that $12.11, somebody is taking more than they need to take. And so the current price is at 12, right? Total taxes, listen to this part, Belizeans, total taxes is $5.14. Taxes, that's what the government gets out of every gallon. Out of that $12.11, he can get $5.13. But here is where the whole thing comes in for me. Out of that amount, taxes without GST, the $3.79. But here what government do. Government not just tax the landed price and whatever your charge for handling and port and Puma and wholesalers and retailers. They not just tax that. They also tax excise duty. They also tax the environmental tax. So the point I'm about to make is that GST on taxes alone, so then the tax,
Yeah.
right? GST on taxes alone is 47 cents. So instead of then just tax the cost, then they tax the tax. And that accounts for 47 cents
My God.
in the price of the fuel. So just take that out. Just change the way you calculate GST on fuel and stop tax the tax. And you could bring it down by 47 cents. Right? So cut that out and you reduce the price, and then the price would be $11.64. If you just stop tax your own tax, that's your tax, you know, that excise duty, that the environmental tax, stop tax that, and you could cut down the price by 47 cents. And then we go to environmental tax. Now let's look at the component of that tax within the tax. It's the environmental tax, which is 17 cents per US gallon. Now, I was trying to remember, but I never have time to research where that money they go, if we go in a consolidated revenue, or if we go into a special environmental fund.
I think well, I got at the consolidated.
Some of it might go in our special environmental fund, but most, if not all, go into the consolidated fund. So we can even say that 17 cents, they go directly to environmental conservation or something of the sort, right? So the excise tax now is $3.62 per gallon. $3.62 per gallon. So here why they ask or recommend or tell Johnny Briceño, reduce the environmental tax to 10 cents per gallon. Reduce the excise duty to $3 per gallon. And you can reduce the price of gasoline by 79 cents. You understand me? Reduce that two tax right there. By simple debit, 7 cents in one instance and 62 cents in the next instance. And that would save us, let me see if I get it correct, 69 cents. I can get my maths correct, right? And then, that's separate from not taxing the tax. So you could either choose to reduce the taxes by the 69 cents, or you could choose to stop tax the tax and reduce it by 47 cents, or you can do both. You can do both. You can stop tax your own tax, stop charge DST by your own tax, and you can reduce those taxes and you could bring down the price of fuel. So if you do the two measures together, you talk about 47 cents and you talk about 69 cents, right? You don't look for $1.07 that you can take off
Right off the cuff.
right off the bat. Just be considerate to the people in John Bessie.
Kaya inogan mo conscience.
Just be considerate to the people in. There you have it on how you could bring down the price of fuel if you want.
If you want.
If you want.